Hello, I'm Austin with John's Waterproofing here in the service department. I'm going to take you along to see what a day in the life of a service technician is today. So today we're going to be heading to Salem to do some annual services on some of our waterproofing systems. Hey, I was just calling to let you know that we're going to be there in about 30 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, sounds good. I'll see you soon. So we just spoke to the homeowner and we're going to go ahead and gather our tools and then we're going to go ahead and do the service. So we're here at an encapsulation that we did last year. This is going to be the Santa-Dry Sedona. This is a dehumidifier that we put into all of our encapsulations. Basically what happens is you have moistured air that comes through this side of the Sedona. It gets spit out through this ducting unit that gets spread out throughout the entire encapsulation. It's going to be a drier air that's around 55% humidity. That way there's no condensation or wet posts. So today we're going to be exchanging the filter with this charcoal filter that we have here. Swapping these out and then also making sure that the drain line on the side of the Sedona is clear. We want to make sure that it's not built up with any molds or any backup that can cause any leaks or pooling up of the Sedona. So that's an important part of having our service. It's just making sure that we're maintaining this each year. We installed this smart drain system last year with the encapsulation. Typically you'd see a pump system in the encapsulation, but due to the water table underneath this home, it wasn't needed. So what we did is a smart drain system. Basically what this is good for is if you ever have any plumbing leaks or anything like that can kind of pool up on top of the encapsulation, it'll funnel into this alarm system to let the homeowner know that they're taking on water. So we got our smart drain container opened up here. As you can see, there's not really any signs of any heavy moisture. You can kind of see some slight stainings down here with some dirt, which tells us that they've gotten a little bit of water, but nothing too crazy. With that being said, on our service inspections, we like to get a good read on how much water is going into the smart drain container. That way, if you are getting a lot of water, it is getting pretty high to the rim. Your water table's changed over the last course of the couple years. We can look at pump options to then pump the water away from the home if it does become a bigger issue. So we just finished up servicing the smart drain and the dehumidifier system. So now we're gonna move on to our perimeter crawl. So what that's gonna entail is us going around checking the structural integrity of all the stabilizing posts, making sure there's no signs of any rodents that are getting in, and checking for pipe leaks and any water that could have gotten in. So we're at a home today with a basement system, sump pump, and a Ultra Sump 4. This home also has a full perimeter water guard system. How the system works is it's basically designed so anytime that there's water that comes down the foundational walls, it gets navigated into the water guard system, then funnels it into the sump pump system. For a backup system, we do have the Ultra Sump 4 here. So the Ultra Sump 4, it's designed basically anytime the pump were to maybe malfunction. It's a fail-safe system that's gonna navigate that water out with a battery backup here. This battery right here pumps out 12,000 gallons of water. It's basically about 2 swimming pools full. This system also will cover you on power outages that may happen. So if it's a rainy day, your home loses power, you're gonna be safe with the Ultra Sump 4 here because it's gonna still be powered through this battery right here. Alrighty, so now that we have the sump pump system opened up here, we're gonna go ahead and start the process of taking the pump out, clearing out any debris that may be in the bottom of the container, scrubbing the container liner, and then also scrubbing down the pump to make sure that there's no, any debris, rust, or anything like that that's caught up on the pump itself. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and put a hose into the container, and we're gonna simulate a flood test where we can have this Ultra Sump 4 go ahead and run off of no electricity, so it'll be battery pumping at that point. And then we'll go ahead and plug the pump back in and we'll manually test the pump, flush it a few times just to make sure that it's operating correctly. Annual maintenance of your waterproofing system is one of the best ways to help prevent flooding, pump failure, extend the life of your equipment, and protect your home from costly water damage. Thanks for coming along today. If you have any water issues, give John's Waterproofing and Crawl Space Repair a call for a free estimate.